If there's an open way, I'll just run, while everything else fades and turns to dust. We're searching to find a way from here. We'll follow our souls into the night. Let's disappear, 'cause wherever we go, love is.
And all the things kind of like Kendra teaches us, like self-defense, bushcrafting, and firearms training. All these kind of things are all about having freedom and being sovereign. Let's take firearms for example. If you never shot a firearm, you're scared to use one, then Satan can use that fear to control you. Just like Gary does everybody now, the government. They say like, you can't trust people with these deadly weapons, so you have to give it to us. So you have this fear. I see that you have this fear, so I can control you with this fear. So whenever we're doing all these things, it's all about breaking your concepts of fear.
Like all at once. Like that?
TV. I'm sure it's gonna smell. Working towards being prepared for any kinds of emergencies, like Kendra was talking about this Sunday. Outfitters.
Get on.
Playing this as I scissor him with my leg. 1, 2, 3. Boom.
Whip on him, whip on him. You know how I get, homie. I'm too sharp for the good brother. Too smooth for the rough cutters. Oh, trying to be me, my whole life. But I get caught up with that hola. Yeah, you know how they think it goes. But I'm about to get it on tonight. Hold tight, hold fire. You seeing this, you seeing it, and it's the same. Punish it, no, it hasn't changed. Okay, your boy might be a little different. Go hard, like concrete. Hold up, when you catch me, man, I be out in these streets. Yeah, get it poppin' quick, whack. Let the feelings up and out the whip. Jumped out the whip. Now we ain't got no problems. About to kill it. Ain't nothing that gon' stop us. Take a feeling, let me all let me feel it. So get it, tell me all that get it. Make you feel it, and it's all alright. Make you get it. Jumped out the whip. And I jumped out the whip. Jumped out the whip. And I jumped out the whip. Yeah, jumped out the whip on him. I'm being me, I'm the one and only. Stepping up so clean and the stain on me. Ooh, it's going down and I didn't know. Swinging hard like a Monday war.
Look to the dawn, way I pray, gotta be strong and walk away from everything you know, just like the sun in your eyes.
So guys, this is really awesome. This is the center of it all in this camp, and I mean, I'm actually really ecstatic about this. Because here's the thing, right? We are stepping in to what God has always wanted to give us, what God has always wanted us to realize, while at the same time giving a big middle finger to the archangel. Because why? Because Satan wants you to not realize your sovereignty and always wants to take that away from you, right? Those of you who are couples, you wear your crowns and you wear them proud. Yeah, couples? Yeah. All right. For those of you who are single, you're honoring your future spouse and you're honoring your parents who you want to offer that crown to. You hold that crown. You don't wear that crown. You hold it, right? An absolute honor to your future spouse or your king and your queen, your mother and your father. You guys got that, singles? Yeah. Yeah. All right, cool. Let's thank our king and our queen once again.
Okay, tell it away here, that guy. Why do we have to marry? Bless. It's the greatest blessing of God. The blessing is the greatest blessing. Remember, the blessing is not called happiness. For a reason, God does, even the Bible, the whole Bible, that God never promises married couples happiness. He doesn't say, my goal is to give you happiness. That's a pagan teaching. The Bible doesn't say that. The Bible says God will give you blessing in marriage. But sometimes blessings can be hard. Sometimes blessings can get on your nerve. Sometimes blessings can, but if you understand what that is, then you'll realize as the time goes on what a blessing that person is. The best thing is to allow yourself to be completely open to God. Right? When I was blessed, I said, no, Father, I don't care. I don't care who it is. I will be victorious with whoever. I have complete confidence. Nobody will defeat me. I will be absolutely victorious in blessing. I don't care who it is. Doesn't matter. I told Father that. He was so happy. He was so happy. Because I wanted to get blessed. There was this stupid, crazy culture. Oh, you're getting blessed. Oh, you poor thing, you're being forced. Oh, you're so poor. Oh, you're really, I know you don't want to get blessed. Oh, you're so poor. This kind of crazy. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? You're sabotaging yourself. Why would you do that? You're suicidal if you do that. It's like going into some kind of, jiu-jitsu matches. I'm gonna lose, I'm gonna lose, I'm gonna lose, I'm gonna lose, I'm losing, I'm losing, I'm gonna lose, I'm gonna lose, I'm gonna lose, I'm gonna lose, I know it. I'm gonna lose. Everybody pray for me, I'm gonna lose. That's exactly what you're doing. Why would you do that? It's insane. It's totally insane. Why not do the opposite and say, I'm gonna be victorious. I'm gonna win. I'm gonna be victorious. It's gonna be a win, 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 win. Because not only me gonna win, she's gonna win, kids gonna win, everybody who gets in, our president's gonna win. Why not put it that way?
With what did Jesus bring Satan to his knees? He subjugated him with heaven's principle of law. You have to understand this. What we Christians have to understand today is that the only thing that works in subjugating Satan is the principle of law.
The only thing that occupied Jesus' mind, his only thought, was subjugating Satan and substantiating God's will on that foundation. He led a life in which he felt this responsibility to his bones. There was not a moment when Jesus forgot this responsibility.
This is one of the origins of how blessed children fall. Their path to being absolute children is being clouded by Satan and his tricks. Satan could tempt you with a slut or a hoe any day. Satan, to me, the Archangel is one of the biggest players on this whole board. And this is just how Satan works. This is how Satan makes species fall. He takes each of us one by one to do whatever he wants. He will slip through every crack in your faith that he can find, and he can take advantage of it. But absolute sex is when Satan has nothing to do with you. Nothing to do with your sex, nothing to do with your family. And that's what God really wanted us all to do. Your lineage rests on your shoulders, and you're gonna let Satan and his temptation ruin this all for you? This beautiful gift God gave us all.
Secondly, absolute sex is a sex that we can proclaim that we are the child of God.
If you think about it, sex is everything in this world. everything for humankind. Without sex, none of the great men and women who shaped our world would have lived. None of the men and women in the Bible who have shaped providence for the Messiah to return would have never lived. God's plan would have never worked. And with that, this is why absolute sex is so important. Absolute sex is important because of the lineage. The lineage is the seed of Christ that God has spent thousands of years trying to perfect. True Father stated that the power of absolute sex under God was enough to silence Satan, was enough to make him submit to him, to make that liar, that pathetic thief of his children, of his joy, submit. That is what Father has done for us. And only the blessed child has the ability to rebuke Satan, because the blessed child comes from absolute sex.
What are you doing to each other?
I used to live like I was in a attack, dodging arrows from my past. I had no hope for tomorrow. Felt so much pressure, yes, I thought I would crack. But now there's no fear, no doubt, can't shoot me down. Yeah, I got my armor now, no fear, no doubt. Gonna shoot me down, 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 down.